Neck River families. It's Rebecca Frost here, the Neck River Elementary School principal, and I'm here today to walk you through just some highlights that will get you ready for day one of school. So, if you don't quite have time to read our 44-page family handbook, hopefully you can watch this video over the next couple of minutes and get some of your most burning questions answered, and again, be ready for the first day of school. So, here we go. The things we're going to cover today are our school hours, very important. Part 2 will be how do I get my child to and from school if they're taking the bus, if I'll be dropping them off in a car. How can I get my child ready for lunch? And how do we keep a safe school climate from day one? Super important to us. Again, these are just going to be the highlights today, but at any time you can go onto our Neck River website. And if you click on the handbook section, you'll find, again, our full handbook that covers everything soup to nuts for Neck River. So if you're going to be a Neck River family for the next couple of years, I definitely think it's worth your time to sit down and read with a fine-tooth comb. But again, I'll give you the highlights today. So part 1, what time does school start and when does it end? So our hours for Neck River are going to be 8:35 is when school will officially start till 3:10. So in the morning, we obviously want students in their classrooms ready to go at 8:35. So morning drop-off, buses will start unloading and we will start accepting car unloading at 8:20. So we have about a 15-minute window. But again, err on the side of 8:20, 8:30 because we want kids down in their classrooms at 8:35. If you're a preschool family, the morning session is 9 to 11:45 and the afternoon session is 12:15 to 3 o'clock. We will start pickup for the preschoolers 10 minutes earlier than these times. So if you're picking up your preschool student, 11:35 would be great to arrive on campus and 2:50 in the afternoon session. All right, now I know when school starts and ends, how is my child going to get to and from school? Well, here's a little map that might help you kind of see logistically how we're going to get 650 kids into the building and 650 kids back home to you each day. This is an aerial view of Neck River School, and just to orient you a little bit, this road right here is Mungertown Road. So this is traveling north on Mungertown. We have 2 lots, essentially. We have one in the north end of the building, and we have one down on the south end. By and large, you as a parent will really never be in this north lot. This is going to be for our buses, our preschool vans. If you are a parent dropping off or picking up a preschooler, you will also use this lot as well because our preschool classrooms are right here in this corner of the building. Everybody else, our K through 5 parents and guardians, will be using the south lot for drop off and pickup. So let's start. It's morning arrival. My child's going to take the bus on the first day of school. What do I need to be thinking about? Well, number 1, obviously, is you'll want to be thinking about where can I find their bus number and their pickup time. And all of that will be posted on the district website the week before school starts. So with new students still enrolling, they like to make sure every T is crossed, every I is dotted before they post those. So thank you for your patience with that. When you're out at the end of your driveway or over at your bus stop, there'll be a lot of Madison buses coming and going on the roads that first day of school. So you can make sure you're getting on the Neck River bus by A, asking our friendly drivers, and B, all Neck River buses will have a gold bus number sign right here in the window. So that's how you'll know it's the Neck River bus. When your child boards the bus, seat assignments are going to be given to them. So our kindergarten students will be seated in the front, first grade behind them, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade in the back. All of the Neck River buses have these Neck River logo window clings on them that say K1, 2. So your child will know exactly where to sit, and they must sit in a seat that is marked with their grade level. I was thinking, though, that there might be some 4th graders with a younger sibling, maybe a kindergartner, that they want to sit with on the bus, which is adorable and sweet. And, we want to certainly accommodate that. So if 2 siblings in different grades want to sit together, the older child, your older child, can move up and sit with the younger student. We will allow that. So again, the buses are going to arrive before 8:20, and they will pull into our north lot, and then we will start unloading at 8:20. I made a little video here in case the kids would like to see it. So this is what arrival will look like at Neck River School if you are taking a bus. You'll see a bus pulling in here. Again, this is our north lot. The buses will kind of hug the curb, come all the way down the sidewalk. We'll have lots of staff out here waving and greeting the kids in the morning. The buses will pull up all the way to the end of the sidewalk. A staff member will actually walk over and kind of give a thumbs up to the driver. That's when the drivers know to open their doors so that we know the students are being passed off to an adult here. And they'll walk down the sidewalk and into the school building to start their day. All right, so it's pretty simple if you're taking the bus. If you're taking a car, we've tried to really streamline that as well. Again, the most important thing to pay attention to are the times, right? Again, it's a lot for a teacher with 22, 23 students when kids are trickling in throughout the morning. One of the best things you can do to help your child start their day on the right foot is to get them here on time. So car rider drop off, we're going to start opening our lot at 8:20. You will come all the way down the main driveway and you're going to do a full loop through the lower parking lot, come back up the hill. Oops, skip too soon. Come back up the hill and pull up to the main entrance. Once you're up here, you'll see our staff in the sort of this black area. This will be our drop-off zone. So you will not have to get out of your car. We will do a curbside drop off for your child. So it's very helpful if your child can be seated on the passenger side. And perhaps as you're pulling onto campus, they can start to get unbuckled. They can pick up their backpack. Because again, 650 kids we're trying to get into the building. So we need them unloaded quick onto the curb and safely into the building. If you arrive after 8:35, my staff at 8:35 need to get into the building because school has started now and they have duties inside. So you will need to park in one of our visitor spots and actually walk your child in to sign them in as tardy. Again, please be on time. If your child is getting dropped earlier than 8:20 and they are fully enrolled in the Madison Beach and Rec before school program, you are going to walk your child into the gym. So you will want to park anywhere in this lower lot, and there's a door right here to the gym where Before Care will drop off. The Before Care program operates from 7 to 8:20. And then at 8:20, we dismiss students over to their classrooms. Again, you have to be registered for this program. There's lots of information on the Madison Beach and Rec website. All right, we've got all the kids in the building. They've had a wonderful first day. The only little sheer bit of panic I feel as a principal is, can I get all 650 of them back to you home safely at the end of the day? And I think we've come up with a system that will allow us to do just that. But we will have to work together as a community to follow the timelines and the rules and the procedures so that everything just goes flawlessly. As Mrs. Farmer likes to joke, she would like us to be the Chick-fil-A of afternoon dismissal, efficient, friendly, and accurate. So the first step in helping us do that is in this e-notify that I sent out, and probably in more e-notifies to come, I'm going to be sending you a link to a Neck River student dismissal plan form. We need you to fill this out for each one of your children. And basically, it's the form you're going to fill out that will let the classroom teachers know what is your child's regular dismissal plan. Are they taking the bus every day home? Are they going to be a pickup Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and go to the after school program on Tuesday, Thursday? Whatever the plan is for your family, please let us know well in advance of the first day of school so that we can, again, have time to give the teachers their lists, because they panic a little bit too of, do I know where every child is going at the end of the day? So if you haven't filled this form out yet, please do so ASAP. If your child is going to be taking the bus home, they will be dismissed right from their classrooms. If your child was a Jeffrey student, these bus numbers are going to look very familiar to them. We will call them by bus number. They will line up in that north hallway right outside where the buses pull in. We'll call them, let's say we called bus number 4 and bus number 12. They will walk into their bus lines. We have the kindergartners in front, and we will have lots of staff there to walk them out directly in a line to their bus. Again, so they're going to be lining up essentially in this north hallway of the school. They'll exit this door right here. We'll load 4 buses at a time, starting at 3:10, and they will drive off. So if your kids are watching with you and they want to see what that looks like, here's another little video. So again, we're pretending this is the end of the day. The first 4 buses are arriving. They're going to pull into these bus parking spots. We will have just called the buses, so they're lining up in the hallway. And once our first 4 buses are here and stopped and parked, we'll walk the kids right out to the doors. Once those first 4 buses are loaded, wait for it, they will drive off. Back home safely, and Mrs. Frost will sleep well at night. All right. Just a few other notes about the bus. Again, students must sit in their assigned grade level seats. That's both to and from school. Students are only permitted in Madison to ride their assigned bus. So unfortunately, we can't accommodate, Joey wants to go to Billy's house after school today. Can he hop on bus 17? I'm sorry, that just creates too much room for error for us. Students will only be dismissed from their assigned stop as well. And please know, all of our kindergarten parents, the bus drivers will not let a kindergarten student off without a parent or guardian present. Instead, they will bring your child back to school. We will take very good care of them and until you can come and pick them up. Our bus drivers have also been trained in how to set a positive tone and a safe climate on the bus. Our bus drivers have such a hard job of watching the road, learning stops in those first weeks. We really have high expectations for our students and their behavior on the bus, being respectful, being calm, and being safe. So we have worked with the bus drivers to come up sort of with a 3 strikes plan, very simple. But if a child is not following the bus rules, hopping a seat, out of a seat, voice too loud, it's going to be a verbal warning from the driver, very respectful. The second offense is that the driver will call them up to sit in the front seat for the rest of the day. You've just simply lost the privilege of being in the back of the bus, and I need to keep an eye on you so that I can drive the bus safely. And then on a third offense, if a child needs a third warning, they will be referred to our office. So either Mrs. Farmer or myself will receive the bus referral. And in accordance with our code of conduct, we will work with you to ensure that any further discipline or seat assignments may need to be happening. Any additional education, again, just so that our buses are safe places for everybody to be. If you are going to be picking up your child at the end of the day, again, we're going to use that same loop in the morning, begin queuing at 3 o'clock. We can't really accept cars onto the Neck River campus before 3 o'clock because we need staff to be pulling out. Some of our staff end their day at 3 o'clock. So they can't get out if we have a long queue of cars. So please, please, please do not arrive on campus before 3 o'clock. The good news is we are going to be that full service Chick-fil-A dismissal. You don't have to get out of your car. We are going to be curbside service for dismissal as well. So what's going to happen is you'll pull down into the lower lot. You'll come around just like you did in the morning. There's going to be a staff member here who's going to scan your car rider tag. And I'll show you what that looks like in a moment, where then your child will be walking up to the main lobby as you are driving up. and we will load your kids in this pickup area. So again, all Neck River families are going to be given this car rider tag with a number that's unique to your family. And on the back of each tag actually has a QR code that's unique to each child. No child will be released without their unique QR code being presented to a staff member. So please be sure, if you do not have your car rider tag, or a neighbor's going to be picking up your child, or a grandparent, just shoot them a picture of the QR code. As long as they have that QR code, we will release them to you. If for whatever reason you don't have the QR code, that's okay. We're just going to ask that you pull into a spot, that you walk into the main office so that we can release the child, making sure we're checking IDs. So keep that car rider tag and that QR code close. What happens when we scan that QR code from the car rider tag is it actually automatically sends an alert to the classroom. So for example, if you are a family car rider tag 201, when we scan that, it's going to go to alert to say, your child is in Mrs. Raccio's 5th grade class. And on her screen, it will pop up, okay, Adam is ready for dismissal. Start walking up to the main office, or Aria and John. And again, hopefully that will make things as efficient as possible. I'm sure you're curious as to what that might look like. So thank you to Mrs. Vitale and Mrs. Osgood for playing actors here, and we filmed exactly what that will look like for you. So again, here you're pulling on campus. You're coming all the way down into the lower lot every time. There's Mrs. Farmer. She is waiting to scan your QR code, but you're going to pull all the way around. We're hoping this is enough of a driveway to prevent traffic from backing up onto Mungertown. Once you get to here, you'll take off your car rider tag. You'll present it to Mrs. Farmer or whatever Neck River staff is out there. She'll scan it. Again, now the classroom has been alerted that your child is ready for pickup. And once you've been scanned, you can start to pull back up the hill into the upper parking lot. And once you come up to the upper parking lot, you'll notice we're actually going to do a double line of cars for pickup, again, with the intention of getting as many cars on campus off Mungertown Road as possible. So please, if you're the first car, you'll be pulling up along the curb, but we'll also have a second line. As you can see, Mrs. Vitale off to the left here. So our goal is to have 2 lines, 5 cars deep. We can load 10 kids at a time. So this is our plan for day 1. We'll see how it goes. I know you'll be patient and give us lots of grace. If we have to adjust anything for day 2, we will certainly let you know that. But you can help us by loading your child as quickly as possible. Again, you don't need to get out of your car, and exit campus promptly. Maybe work between now and then to make sure your child can put their own safety belt on, or their car seat belt. But if you need to help them with that, we would just ask that you let us put them in your car, pull into one of the spots that are just ahead of you, and you can then assist them there. This will keep our line, again, moving smoothly. If your child is again registered for after school, they will be dismissed to the gym at the end of the day. And again, you will pick them up at the end of the day in that lower lot by the gym doors. Aftercare program goes from the end of our school day, 3:10 to 6 o'clock. And there's the number if you need to register. Now, you filled out that Google form alerting us to your child's dismissal plan. What if a day pops up in October where you need to pick up your child instead of them taking the bus because you need to quickly get to a dentist appointment? Something like that. All Neck River families, in addition to the car rider tag, will be given this little gold notebook of paper. These are our dismissal plan change slips, and we would prefer that you use these rather than writing it on a napkin, just because we know to look out for them. These dismissal plans change slips should be sent to school with your child in the morning to inform the teacher of a change in the plan. We also would ideally, we know things happen throughout the day, but if you could really make sure that any change in a dismissal plan is received by our school secretaries no later than 2 o'clock. After 2 o'clock, the day gets really busy and we don't want mistakes to happen. So again, send in the gold note early and in the morning is the best thing to do. Here's my other plea to you as parents. We get a lot of this, and I understand why, but we get a lot of kids that, oh, my child's going to take the bus to and from school every day. But you know what? On the first day, it's special. I'm going to pick them up. That actually really, really makes it difficult for us. If your child's going to take the bus every day, please just enact their dismissal plan from day one. Making special plans on that first day of school, like if we get gold notes on the first day of school, it just opens up room for error. The more changes and plans, again, the more we have to keep track of. And it's just a lot on day one already. So if your plan is to pick up your kid every day, great. Let's get them trained in that from day one. But if your child is taking the bus home every day, please let us train them on how to do that on day one. So again, I appreciate you hearing my request on that. They're probably going to get hungry at some point on the first day of school too, so we should feed them. You are welcome to send them with a cold lunch, but we do offer hot lunch choices to our students K through 5. The cafeteria operates on a cash-free system, so you cannot bring cash on the first day of school. You need to set up your child's lunch count on something called My Payments Plus. And I've got you the website right there. You will need your student ID, so if you don't have that, you're welcome to call us in the main office to get that number. A lunch is $4 for one lunch. Milk is available for 50 cents, and we will sell ice cream on Tuesdays. That is cash only, so they will need to bring $1 for ice cream. You should also know that we are a composting school. So students in grades 1, 2, 3, and 4 are very familiar with this, but we'll be training our kindergartners and our 5th graders who haven't participated in this program in the opening weeks of school too. So definitely want to review this as a family, maybe watch a couple YouTube videos together on what it means to compost, what you should be putting in the trash, and what you should be putting in a compost bin when you are here at lunch. And our last part is really just how to keep our school safe. We have a wonderful school community here, and it's really about high expectations for our students, for our staff, high expectations of myself, that we just create a really safe, both physically and emotionally safe environment for your children here each and every day. So some of the highlights include, we are going to be a cell phone free school for students. Cell phones are not permitted on the buses. They are not permitted on the grounds. They are not permitted in backpacks. It's just something that I feel really strongly about. And, certainly I think it will help to keep our young students young. We also have a set of school-wide behavioral expectations that are hung in our hallways and every classroom. They're reviewed with students in the first days of school, so that everybody knows what the expectations are. We have a full Madison Public Schools Code of Conduct for our pre-K through 5 students, as well as our full Neck River Safe School Climate Plan on how we tackle challenging behavior, mean behavior, how we work proactively to build relationships and create a school environment where kids want to treat each other well. All of that can be found on our district website, and I invite you to go and look at that in depth at any time when you have time. And I snuck this last part in because yes, we will get your children safely to and from school. Yes, we will teach them reading, writing, math, music while they're here. We will feed them. We will hold them accountable for being good friends and teach them how to work hard. But more so than anything, we're just going to love your kids. We're going to give them hugs when they walk off the bus a little sad because something's going on. We're going to have fun with them. We're going to smile at them, and we're going to love them, the entire time that they are here. So we're here to partner with you this school year. Again, these are just the highlights. Please check out the entire family handbook. If any questions come up on anything that I have shared today, please give us a call, and we just cannot wait to get the year started. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and thanks for watching. Take care.